The sudden appearance of fighters of the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, or ISIL, has sent a shockwave from Baghdad to Washington. Their black flag flying over their war bounty, US-made military vehicles and equipment, even though it comes after months of widespread Sunni protests against the policies of Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki, perceived as sectarian. The government crackdown was brutal, like here in the town of Hawija. It happened last April. Abu Gharib is a former officer in Saddam Hussein's Republican Guards. He doesn't want to be identified, nor does he want to give any clues of his whereabouts.
The protest started because of the marginalization of our areas. It reached a point in Anbar that whenever someone was detained, you knew he'd be killed. Families would immediately make preparations for the funerals.
It's this alienation that pushed many Sunnis to welcome fighters from ISIL in their areas. But they deny ISIL is taking over Iraq.
This is the extension of the resistance that started in 2003. ISIL is irrelevant. It's a Sunni revolution directed by members of the former army, professional people with military experience, people who were humiliated and oppressed, and now is the time of reckoning.
In Sunni areas, ISIL fighters have been waging a hearts and minds campaign, helping the communities. But ISIL has also a brutal side. This is a video showing Iraqi soldiers, all of them Shia, being herded into a ditch and executed. It was a few weeks ago. Still, Sunni leaders say ISIL does not pose a long-term threat to Iraq.
The tribes in Iraq won't accept the ISIL. It's not to our advantage to fight them now. It will come later. The priority is to fight Maliki. The world should help us in our cause, and we will deal with ISIL. But as long as Iran is in Iraq, ISIL will remain, and as long as Sunnis are being oppressed, the fight will continue.
Human rights groups say government forces are also carrying out mass killings. This is the road between Samarra and Baghdad. Amnesty International says there appears to have been a pattern of extrajudicial killings in Tel Afar, Mosul and Baquba. Every day that passes brings its share of death and destruction. The risk for Iraq is that as the conflict widens, the voices of moderation will be drowned out. Huda Abdelhamid, Al Jazeera, Erbil.